Cool. Welcome to this session of free tax tips. We got a couple for you. First one we want to talk about is tax tips and what you can write off on your personal income tax return. So first thing I want to point out is there's a business side of your tax return, and then those are, of course, you got to be in business. But then there's the personal side as well. So I want to specifically focus on the personal side, like what I can write off just on my personal income tax return. What are my deductions? First thing that you want to keep in mind are your medical bills. That's the first thing. My medical expenses. That's going to be health insurance. That's going to be co-pays, deductibles, prescriptions, long-term care even. Those are things that you can take as deductions on the personal side. Next thing you're going to look at are your taxes. What kind of taxes can you take off? Well, you can take off the DMV tags on your car, real estate taxes, even the taxes that come out of your paycheck. Those are something you can also take. So medical expenses, taxes. Next category is going to be interest. Now, the biggest interest deduction that you're going to find on the personal side is going to be that personal residence, that property that you own. Even a timeshare, for instance. If you pay property taxes to a timeshare or mortgage interest on your timeshare, that's going to be deductible. Don't forget about your gifts to charity. That's going to be your Goodwill, Salvation Army. They picked up some things, some non-cash contributions, your clothing, furniture, those things, that's deductible. As well as the cash contributions. So if you make, a monetary gift to a PBS or to a Link TV, or you send some money into a nonprofit, then that's going to be deductible for you. Don't forget about casualties and losses. Now there's some twists and turns to that form, and that form is known as the 4684. So if you had some theft or casualty loss to some property, then that can be taken as a personal deduction as well. But there's some nuances to that form, and generally speaking, most people don't benefit from that form. Last but not least is going to be work-related expenses. Work-related expenses are deductible as well. So when I talk about work-related expenses, let's just say you're out in the field a lot, you travel, or you're in sales. Those people typically have a lot of mileage. That's going to be deductible. Other expenses like maybe your cell phone will be deductible, travel for work. And the key thing is that, of course, you can't get reimbursed for these expenses. So what I covered just now, just kind of scratching the surface on the personal expenses on the Schedule A, are medical expenses, taxes, interest, mortgage interest, property taxes, charitable contributions, casualty and theft losses, as well as work-related expenses. Now, for a little bit more detail on that, visit that Schedule A. Again, that's for the personal expenses. And check out our next video.